Okay friends, Assalamu alaikum. This is Mohammad Faisal again in another YouTube video that is related to SAP ERP materials management case. This is, remember, part 2 of this case, and in my first part we stopped, actually we stuck, and we did some error, and the we were not able to create purchase order from RFQ. So I will repeat that step again here in this video so that that thing will be clarified for the people. And you can see what topics we are going to discuss. You can see this area as a blank one. So this blank area, why? Because these topics we have already covered in our first part of this video. So I'm going to show you what next, what we are going to do in this video. Again, I'm emphasizing on that we will do all these that are with green color. So we will start from here, create purchase order referencing an RFQ. So let me go to the screen. Now what we have to do, again, we have to follow the path: logistics, materials management. So what I am going to do, I am going to expand this materials management. Under materials management, purchasing. Under purchasing, there is a purchase order. Under purchase order, there is create, and under create there is vendor supplying plant no. So here once we are inside, now they are saying you have to create from request for quotations. So from where you can get this, you will click here, and here is request for quotations. So when you click on this, what you will do, you will put your material number here. Remember, my material number was CHLO1, and then my GBI number, and nothing else we are going to enter here. Just press execute. You can see all the three quotations that we have already created are appeared now. Now in this step, what we have to do, we have to select one of the quotation to make it a purchase order from the quotation. So what I am going to do, in the exercise they have mentioned several things in detail. What I am going to do, I am directly going to, if for example we, I just want to show you this in detail. What they are asking. You can see here breakdown. Now with the breakdown, they are saying just select the vendor name and make it add in this, and then they are saying make it upward, so the things will be displayed with the vendor name, and just do this. Now you can see three vendors are there that we have selected for quotations. If I make it little bit expand like this, you can see the full names of the vendors. Now if you click on these vendors, you will see their documents that they have, we have created with these vendors. You can see here. Now as per the rule, they said go for the quotation that is for the lower price, and that was the first one, Midwest Supply. So what you will do, you will select this document and then select here adopt. Now what you can see here, it has been adopted for the purchase order. And now what next you have to do here, first check your material is correct. Yes. Quantity is 200 and delivery date is 3 months from today. Yes, it is 3 months from today. Now what they are saying, net price is 32, fine. Now they are saying if the header data is not yet displayed, open the section by clicking on this header on the condition tab and then check the purchase order quantity is 6400 USD. If the line item data is not yet displayed, open the section by click on this and item detail. On the delivery schedule tab, select first line, then click on the below. So let's see if we are not able to see the header data, what we can do, we can click here, but header data we are seeing. And then the other one, they are saying order the item overview option. So that is also showing here. All the tabs are open. So nothing we need to open. Okay. Now what next they are saying? You have to select this line that you have selected. And then what you have to do on the delivery schedule tab. Where is the delivery schedule tab? Here is the delivery schedule tab. What they are saying, now change this 200 to 100. And then they are saying then enter the following data in the second line. Now in the second line, where the second line? Here again, delivery date will remain the same. No, they are saying 1 week after. Remaining 100. And requisition item, purchase requisition, same as previous line. Purchase requisition. And here so what next? Now they are saying press enter. Now you can see a delivery of 200 item has been divided into two parts. So they mention this thing here. Now what next they are asking to us on the material data tab, select info update. So where is the material data tab? Again, you will go to material data tab and click on info update, that is already selected. Then find the following menu item in the system menu. Purchase order. Purchase order. And under the purchase order, what they are saying? Save and output. Save and output. And after selecting this save and output, what next you have to do? You have to click on, after doing this, I think rest of the thing I have already set in the previous video. So what they have done, they just create the purchase order because rest of the things are already assigned. So you can just relate this video with the previous one. So now you can see in the previous video it was saying held, means it was on hold. Now it is clear. So my purchase order number is now 667. The same previous one, only one thing has been added. So this has been done now. Now the next step is, again I am skipping this display purchase order option, going to the next one, that is create good receipt. So I'm going out from this. Logistics materials management. I'm going to close this. Under materials management, then inventory management. Then under inventory management, goods movement. Then under goods movement, there is good receipt. Under goods receipt, there is for purchase order. And under for purchase order, there is GR for purchase order, that is MIGO here. Now make sure that you are on the correct screen. Goods receipt purchase. So we are on goods receipt purchase. Now over here, what they are saying, your purchase order number should come automatically. If not, if it is not coming, then what you can do, you can search for your number, but what you can do, you can type your purchase order number directly here. So I'm going to do the same. And then press enter. So you can see the purchase order number comes and the data has been added here. Now what they are saying, what further things you have to enter here, change the quantity from 200 to 100. Make it 100. And remember, we request 2 deliveries. So if the line item in the item overview section is red only, click on this at the bottom of the screen to close the item details section, then click OK. So if you are not able to click on this OK, then what you have to do, you have to close that line item section here. But it is available, so what we will do, we will click on OK. And storage location we have to enter TG00. It's already there. Trading goods. Okay. If not, then you have to enter. Now what they are saying, finally click on post or save. There is a button for post. So once you click on this, what will happen? A number will be generated and that number we are going to note down. That is 5 and then so many zeros, 5 to 1. So what happened? We created the goods receipt for purchase order. Now again, let's see which step next we have to do. We did this and we did this. Now let's see, verify physical receipt of the goods, and then we will go for this create invoice. So let's go there, get out of this transaction. Logistics, materials management, inventory management, and under inventory management, what we will do, we'll go for the environment, and in environment, stock, and then stock overview. Now here on this screen, what they are asking us, enter your material number in the material field. So I will put CHLO1500, and then they are saying plant is MI00. Okay, plant is MI00. Again, doesn't matter capital small. Display version 1. So where is display version? Here, display version 1. And then you will click execute. Now you can see this screen, and in this you can see here that whatever the data you have entered, it is coming over here. And it is showing that 100 pieces on stock for unrestricted use and another 100 in order stock still to be delivered to Miami plant. Unrestricted use, and these are still delivered to the Miami plant. Okay. So what you will do, now you are going to create invoice. So how you will go to create invoice? This type of invoice you have to create. Logistics, materials management. So I'm going to close this. Logistics, materials management. Logistics invoice verification. Document entry. And under document entry, enter invoice. Now at this stage, what you have to enter? You have to make sure enter today's date. Where? In the invoice date? Yes, in the invoice date, today's date. Posting date is also today's date, I think. Yes, it is coming automatically. US00 for the company code. Where is company code? Okay, then at the top, under the transaction, it should be selected as an invoice. In the amount, do they ask to enter? Yes, you have to enter 3200. Then XI as text code. So where is the text code? In text amount. Here you will select XI as a text code. Okay. Amount is there. And then in the text, what you are going to write? You are going to write invoice 00504. This is given dash 5. It was like this dash. So what we will do, we will replace this triple hash with GBI number. So I'm replacing with my GBI number. Then what next we have to do? Click enter. But for this, you have to make sure that here on this screen, it should be purchase order scheduling agreement selected, and this place is there for. So what you are going to enter here, check your company code US00, and you have entered all this data, and then make sure this is free, this is empty, and then you will press enter. And then what you have to do, enter or find your PO number in the middle of the screen. Okay, here. So no need to find. What I am going to do, I am going to type. That is 667. Okay. And once you enter your number here, then press enter. Now you can see the data is populated from the purchase order number. Now what they are saying here, in this, check the booking OK checkbox in your line item. Okay, this is like this one. And what they are saying, use simulate button to see if the posting are correct. Where is simulate? Let me just see. Maybe this one. No. Here, simulate. Enter the text code, jurisdiction code. Okay, this jurisdiction code is actually sometime create a problem. And this you can enter here. I think it was something, you can search from there, jurisdiction code. In the previous exercise, this error was also coming. And what we did, I think it was FL and 7 zeros, I think. Now you can see here. It is showing your simulation, whatever is your posting is there. So then what you will do, you will just press post and a number will be generated maybe. Yes, 51 0 5600 So this is what we did. We create invoice. Remember, we did this thing. Okay. We created invoice. Now the next thing that we are going to do. Now again they are saying display purchase order history. I am skipping this step and I am going to the next one. Creates good receipt for the purchase order. So goods receipt I am going to create now. So for that, what we have to do, again I am going out of this transaction. Logistics, materials management, and under materials management, inventory management. Under inventory management, goods movement. Under goods movement, goods receipt. Under goods receipt, for purchase order, and under for purchase order, GR for purchase order, that is MIGO. Now here what we have to do, we have to Make sure good receipt and purchase order is selected. Okay, good receipt and purchase order is selected. Drop down list, enter your purchase order number in the field next to them. So where you have to enter the purchase order? Here. So this is my purchase order. I can type this number here. Maybe double click will work also. Here. Okay. And then once you press enter, it has to be populated, and it is populated now. Now they are saying the system should default in the remaining 100 pieces if the line item in the item overview section is read only. Click on this of the bottom screen to close item detail, then click OK. Again, if it is not available, then item overview screen is open. You have to close this, but it's already closed. So what we will do, we will click OK and make sure the storage location is trading goods TG00 and nothing else. Now they are saying click on post. So where is the post? Here. Now you will receive the message. Material document. Another document has been generated. 5 and so many zeros. I think 6 zeros. These another document has been generated. Now the next step is you will create an invoice again. Now see why this material, another material document generated. The reason is because from the one purchase order we create two deliveries. So for one delivery there is one material document number, and for another delivery there is another material document number. Therefore invoices are also two. Another invoice we are going to create now. Again we have to go out from this transaction, and what we will do, we will create, again we will follow logistics materials management. So I'm going to close this inventory management, logistics materials management, logistics invoice verification. Same path we will follow. Document entry. Under the document entry, enter invoice. Now what happened? We have to enter the data, remaining data. So for this, again invoice date is today's date. Posting date is also today's date. Amount is again 3200. Tax code will again XI, and the invoice number is invoice. This is 515 00515 invoice 00515 dash. Again they are saying triple hash, so we will replace this triple hash with 500, and then what we will do, we'll press enter. And then here in the purchase order selection agreement, again we have to enter our purchase order number. That purchase order number again 45, so many zeros, and 667. So you can see this purchase order number is very important. And then you will press enter. Again you can see the same thing happen. Simulate, you can do the simulation. Enter checks, again text jurisdiction FL 7 zeros. Enter. Now you can see the simulation. Same simulation is there again. And then you will press post and there will be another document generated 363 5105 600 363. So this is how you can see you can create these documents. Now the last step may be left now. We did this, we did this. And by the way, we did this one and this one twice. Creating invoice after doing this, and then create goods and again invoice. And now we are going to do this. Post payment to the vendor. So now this will be the last step for what you can call it, that is related to accounting. So I'll go out from here. I'll just close this. Let's click on accounting, financial accounting, accounts payable, and under accounts payable, documents entry, outgoing payment. Remember, in the other exercise where customer was involved, we were talking about incoming payment and we were talking about accounts receivable. Now we are talking about accounts payable because company will pay. Then press post. Now in this, what you have to enter? Today's date you have to select as a document date. Then what you will do? You will put 100,000 as a bank account here under the bank data. Then 6,400 going to pay. That will be the amount. Why? Remember, there are two payments of 3,200, 3,200. And then tax invoice, two tax invoices are there. So do we need to put this somewhere? And the text. Where is the text? Here. Invoice. Invoices. 00504-500 my GBI number and 00515-500 again my GBI number. Now in the open item selection, what you have to enter? You have to enter the vendor number for Midwest Supply. Right now, use that number 125525. So if you note down these numbers, you don't need to search. Then you have to click on process open items. Now you can see both the payments are there, and you can see here this is 0. If it is not 0, something else, you will double click here. So both the things are like the amount that have entered has been assigned. So here what is left? Nothing. Just you will press post, an accounting document will be created. So it is created with the number 15, and then I think 50187. So guys, this is all about materials management process case. This was very long exercise. Somewhere we stuck also, but Alhamdulillah, I am able to finish it. So now for my students, when you are going to perform this exercise, I will do this exercise with you also in the class. But these two videos will be uploaded before you will attempt this exercise for your help. Again, this is extra for your help, and for my viewers and subscribers who are going to see this video. Again, you can go through both the videos and you can learn the whole materials management process. So hopefully you like this video, and especially my subscribers and viewers, if you like this video, please share it, subscribe it, and tell your friends also if they want to see these videos to learn a bit of thing something. And my students, this is again, I'm repeating, this is again extra for you. I will do this exercise with you in the class, but this is extra. You can take help anytime from this YouTube video. This video will also be uploaded in your Blackboard as well. So thank you so much. Hopefully you enjoy this session. Thank you so much. Inshallah, I will be with you with a new video. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.